In Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 7, the culprit behind the explosion of Dwight Manfredi's Sylvester Stallone Navigator and Mark's Michael Beach injuries was exposed, but a brand new cliffhanger was also presented. Dwight's Navigator exploded with Tyson's J will father inside at the conclusion of Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 6. In Tulsa King Season 2, Dwight has introduced a number of new adversaries, but only one of them might have been at fault. Though the identity was revealed in the most recent episode, it may be necessary to explain why they attempted to assassinate Dwight and why they ended up with Mark instead. Episode 7 of Tulsa King Season 2 maintained several storylines from the previous season and pushed the show closer to some significant developments, in addition to the tragic drama involving Dwight's car. As Cal Thresher Neil McDonough gains control over Jackie Ming Rich Ting and his Chinese gang, Chicky's Domenic Lombardozzi hold over the Invernizzi crime family is becoming increasingly vulnerable. The staff at the marijuana business is becoming increasingly suspicious, and Tyson is going in a violent and sinister direction, while Dwight's gang is dealing with their own issues. Here is a summary of the key points from Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 7, which had a lot going on. Chicky has been losing power over the Invernizzi mafia family ever since he killed his father, Pete, in Tulsa King Season 1. Vince and Piazza seem to be almost prepared to exploit Chicky's negative reputation. To get their approval to take Chicky's place as the head of the Invernizzi family, Vince convened a conference with some influential members of the other New York crime organizations in Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 7. Vince appears to have a chance to usurp Chicky, and the other gangsters appeared highly receptive to the notion, though they will need to check with their individual superiors. The other gangsters were receptive to Vince taking the helm of the Invernizzi family in part because he pledged to mend fences with Dwight and establish new agreements between Tulsa and New York. Dwight would not necessarily be more willing to cope with Vince than Chicky, either, as he despises him and even fractured his jaw during the show's premiere. To be sure, Dwight has now calmed down and begun to think more strategically, so if Vince can defeat Chicky, his risk might be worthwhile. Bill Bevilacqua seemed to be stepping away from active hostilities, and he did not set the bomb on Dwight's vehicle. Bill had a totally different concept when his guys tried to persuade him to attack Dwight and blame it on New York during a meeting with his group. Bill clarified that it wouldn't make sense to try to assassinate Dwight since he earns too much money and Kansas City is now benefiting from the agreement at the sit-down. At least for the time being, Bill would prefer to have Dwight alive so he can make money. In Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 6, Jackie Ming provides the answer to the major question of who detonated Dwight's Navigator. Jackie confirmed that he had his man, Hanjin Jenson Cheng, plant a bomb in Dwight's car after he arrived questioning about the white Prius Tyson had seen in searching for Cal Thresher. Mark was hurt in the blast instead of Dwight though, since the bomb's remote detonator went off too early, as the ATF agent at the beginning of the episode stated. It's hardly a complete explanation for why Jackie initially singled Dwight out. Cal was basically told by Jackie why he attempted to assassinate Dwight. Jackie attempted a swift and complete solution by killing Dwight because he perceived him as a danger to his troops, his authority over the laborers, and the earnings from the marijuana farm. Because Dwight was diverting Cal's attention, Jackie might have also attempted to murder him. At best, his professional relationship with Cal is difficult, and he must rely on him since he needs Cal's legal skills and commercial contacts. Because Dwight was interfering with Cal's business, Jackie made the decision to eliminate the distraction. Dwight will probably be looking at Jackie Ming shortly now that he has the white Prius partial license plate number. Later in Tulsa King Season 2, there will be a carnage between Dwight's group and the Chinese gang, but Jackie will be at the end of the trail. Dwight will likely have to navigate a few shell firms and other levels of hiding. It's unclear how that conflict will play out or which side Cal Thresher will support because he dislikes both Jackie and Dwight. However, Jackie and Dwight will eventually have to confront one another. Tyson's hasty decision to eliminate Bill Bevilacqua may have serious and unfavorable effects in Tulsa King Season 2. It might jeopardize the harmony Dwight created during the sit-down in Atlanta since Bill might interpret Vic's injuries as another Dwight attack. But even if Bill knows that Dwight didn't approve of Tyson's attack, Vic will be the second person that Dwight's gang has killed or harmed. The likelihood that Bill will demand Dwight to cover the costs of Tyson's hasty choice, which could lead to Tyson's injury or death, is very high. Given Tyson's assault on Bill Bevilacqua and Jackie Ming's car bomb, the last 3 episodes of Tulsa King Season 2 may be a violent storm. According to Mitch, the program has reached a turning point, and there aren't many ways for anyone to escape unharmed. who will die at the end, and whether Dwight's group will have to pay with their lives is uncertain. After Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 7, the gang and the entire show will probably never be the same.